basically.
This is a story of our dual certified. This is a story of a person who contacted me, I still remember, for PMP 1-to-1 program. He cleared in a lightning speed. Then we had a discussion and he decided he wanted to do PGMP in the 1-to-1 program. It was a great day. Mr. Sami was going on holidays. Like Mr. Sami was my facilitator for PGMP and he was going on holidays. So, but we had a first discussion and Fahad, as usual, proved to be a great student. Today, he joined on 19th of July and
13th of June, 13th of
13th of
June, but
June.
before my vacation, then but
Yeah,
actual classes started on 19th of July.
19th of July. So I'm gonna say it 19th of July. That training is going started from 19th of July. And he cleared PGMP on 5th of September, sir. Saturday, 8th September.
8th September,
8th September. So
yesterday.
July, August, September. Application writing, application submission, and clearing the entire thing. And not just clearing. I want to I want to share something as a very important thing here. Clearing is just one thing, but clearing in such a beautiful way as he did is awesome. Let me just share you what his scorecard was. Above target, above target, above target, above target, and above target. There is nothing else left. What we say, perfect score. Fahad, congratulations on clearing this in such a beautiful way. Mr. Abdurrahim, would you like to
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
welcome? Would you like to start sharing his journey, how he was, how he went through the phases, please?
Okay, yes. First of all, congratulations to Mr. Fahad. And the first thing I would like to say that he blindly trusted me that whatever you are seeing, he has to follow it, whatever the task was given to him. So once we started on 13th of June, the day I was traveling, I had a 3-hour discussion with him. I gave him the roadmap, and then I was in continuous contact with him. And every day he was saying that he is busy, he couldn't do the questions. I said, okay, do it next day, and we were progressing. But in this 1 month, I think he attempted only 30 to 50 questions, right? Not more than that. Then on
Yeah, just
19th of July,
write down the application and
yes,
yeah.
only the application part were done. Then I was reviewing the question application continuously with him. Then on we submitted his application on 10th of July. So basically, in that 1 month, he wrote the application. Then his application was accepted on 16th of July. Then we submitted the payment on 27th of July. His application was approved. Then actually once he paid the fees for the exam on 17th of July, then he contacted me, said it means that now I have to start studying. So that was the first trigger point that really started. Then he said, but I'm not on the track. Then I said, okay, we have this time slot in the evening. He is in Dubai. He's 3 hours ahead of me. So we started on 19th of July, right, Mr. Fahad? And then 19th
Yes, sir.
of July, every day we had the class for 2 hours, 19th July, 20, 21, 23. And in those 2 weeks, till end of July, we finished the course and he finished the chapter wise questions immediately every day. And also he was the coaching calls. And then in August, we were doing the mocks, like we had the last month practice. And that's why he was able to finish this task in the minimum possible time. So first, Mr. Fahad, you share your journey and then we continue with our last 2 weeks preparation.
Yes, sir. First of all, thank you, both of you, Sir Amir and also Sir Abdul Rahim Sami, that you, due to your efforts and your coaching calls and follow ups, due to that, it happens. And because when I have started in first phase, I was a little bit reluctant. So I could not get much time to do that because you have shared the roadmap with me, but I could not follow that roadmap. But in the meantime, I have write down the application, and we have contacted with each other, and we have reviewed the application, and then we have submit the application. So actually, we have started on 19th of July. So as you have said that in first 2 weeks we have completed the uh, theory section, and also the your PgMP booklet. So I have received that booklet also, and it helps me a lot. I did not uh, study anything else. Only that booklet I have. I don't have any printouts. I didn't do anything. I didn't do any paperwork. I mean notes, nothing. I didn't do anything. Only that PGMP booklet I have. And then I have followed the roadmap which you have shared with me, and the mocks, chapter wise mocks, and then there are mocks, 5 mocks. I have done that. Then there are final mocks within the simulator. So 2 times I have done all these mocks, and then there are multiple questions, green background and blue background questions which you have shared with me. So then and also the coaching calls which you have with me. I have clear my doubts, whatever I have doubt in that question or answers. So we discussed that, and also your marathon, that helped me a lot. Also the coaching call in which you have covered the full PGMP booklet in one go. I have attended that one also, and it helps me a lot to clarify the uh, main crux of that chapter wise things. All the performance domains you have covered, and then also now what you have started these coaching calls, and also the question answer session after these coaching calls, 10 question answer sessions. This is also very good initiative, and it helps me a lot also to fulfill that PGMP examination journey.
Okay. I would like to know like how important the follow-up, since you are already certified PMP, but there was a time when after even the application got approved, you had some challenges. So I know it, Mr. Sami was telling me daily, this. We almost have a daily conversation. How important the follow-up was for you to make sure that you come back to the track, like and then fly again. How important that was?
Yes, follow up is very important, because this is the main thing in your um, I mean the PMP and PGMP in your mentoring technique or procedure which you are following. The follow up is the main crux. When you follow up, then this student will push himself to complete that task. Otherwise, if you will not follow up, so the student will be reluctant. He will not give that much effort to fulfill that task. And it helps me a lot, because as I have explained that in first month I was a little bit reluctant. I could not get much time to do the tasks, and also the videos which Sir Abdul Rahim has shared with me. I could not complete those videos, and due to that, it was very difficult for me to, uh, proceed. After that, when my application has been cleared, then actually we have started. So follow up is the basic thing.
Follow-up is the basic thing. Okay, let's
Yeah.
talk about the exam. So, what was the length of the questions like, and how did you manage time? What about the questions from collaboration and AHI? Yeah, 4 questions, please.
Yes, sir. It was a little hard. I was not expecting that much, because when I was preparing for the exam and I was doing the mocks, and so my perception was that PMP was the lengthy according to the course wise also, and also the question answers also. So, but when I went for the exam and I have completed, so I come to know that it is the tough one, because I could not able to get any break. Straight forward 4 hours I sit there. I didn't take any break, and the test was lengthy. Questions were lengthy. I could not spare any time for review, and last minute I have completed.
Okay, last minute. But I told you in our last discussion that there is no official breaks, but I asked you to take break
Yes.
after 60-60. So did you do that or not?
No,
But
I
we
didn't
agree.
take
What's we
any
agree.
break,
Okay, this is a lesson here for everybody. So when you actually take the
because
break, then you get more relaxed.
yes, sir, but there was no time, because if I took break, then then I could not finish that.
Okay, that is actually why many people, Mr. Sami, ask me that we want to put in the simulator, in my simulator. Somehow I can pause. I said no. I don't want it because of exactly the same reason. Like we do recommend, just I recommended Fahad Saab to take breaks, but sometimes students didn't. So they are prepared for that thing, right, Fahad Saab?
Yes,
So we
because
please go ahead.
sir, when I was doing the mocks on the simulator, that time 1 hour before I have completed 170 questions.
Okay.
But in the real exam, because that was too much lengthy, and the options were also there was scenarios in the options also. These were not
Okay, so
straightforward.
before we were having the tone that the questions are scenario based, but your feedback is telling that the answers are also now lengthy answers are there, right?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. So here, as Mr. Amir said about the breaks, my take on that is that if the exam is scheduled 4 hours without a break, so now surely they will try to make the exam lengthy. So you actually spend 4 hours sitting on the same place, because from my perspective, being a good program manager, you should also have the standard to sit long. Yes, if you are much faster, like Mr. Fahad was fully prepared, I was fully, because you know that we already he was before going forward, he was ready to take the exam 1 week before, right,
Hmm.
Mr. Fahad? You
Yes,
said
sir.
I'm getting
Yes,
saturated
sir.
of August, I will take the exam. But I told him that last week is very important, because we have to calm down the nerves. We have to make sure everything is focused. So with so much good preparation, if and he is also very good in English, like in all the people. So I would say that it's a very good takeaway, that PMI now really wants you to sit in the exam for 4 hours, so that you actually get the feeling, and also the tone will be so long that at least you have to spend 70 to 80 seconds on one question. If you make a breakout of 170 into 4 hours, so one question will take 70 to 80 seconds. It means the question will be lengthy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So talking about that, the length of the question, how much the length of the question was?
Sir,
How many lines?
most of the
How many
questions
lines?
were 4 lines
4 lines.
mostly.
And options?
Yes.
And options?
Options are also, sir, lengthy, not straightforward, like not single answer,
Hmm.
like scope management plan, or not single. There are three options in one answer, like benefit
Okay,
management plan, scope management plan, and project program management plan.
Hmm.
This is the one
in
option.
one option. In one
Yes,
option. Okay.
in one option,
Hmm. Hmm.
something
Okay.
like that. And
Okay.
also in options, answer options, there are scenarios,
Hmm.
like we have discussed before, that conflict management. There were also conflict management questions, 4 or 5 at the around at the end of the exam,
Hmm.
4 to 5 questions were conflict management. And in those questions, there were answers are not straightforward. There are scenarios in answers also, so you have to categorize that which one is avoiding and mitigate, and what you have to relate those options with that scenario.
Hmm. Okay, okay. This is a very important thing to understand, that when we are preparing for the exam, we need to be built into that scenario. Okay, Fahad, coming back to the point, I know, of course, no exact questions were in the mock, right? But comparing,
Yes.
comparing which mocks were more relevant?
Uh, Sir, mocks which are in the simulator mocks, these are more relevant because there are scenario based questions, and also there are options a little bit uh, not straightforward.
Hmm.
N- because
Oh, okay,
the
okay, okay,
the green background
okay. Fahad
questions,
sir,
there are there are questions which in the green background which we have done. These are for your training purpose for the concepts. So these are also important for the concepts clearing the concepts. Because if concepts are cleared, so that real exam is very easy.
Okay, the real exam was very easy. Okay, okay. Coming back to the same context, how we looked into that way. Ji Sami Saab, you were saying something, please.
okay, yes. Like you said that the question answers were long, so was it possible to eliminate two options, like we have been what has been the practice of PMI, or now even it is difficult to select or eliminate two options and you to fully understand and all four options are confused?
Sir, yes, sir. Through a little bit of effort, you can eliminate two options.
Okay, so this
But
formula is still
other
valid,
two,
is still valid.
yes, but other
Mhm.
two are very close to each other. In
And
some
then
questions,
and in that you have to find the keyword to find the best answer.
yes, sir. Keywords. Keywords is the main thing. If you if you if you figure out the keywords, then it is easy to figure out.
Mhm. Good.
Mhm. So
Yes,
And
Amir.
concepts,
when we go back to the
concepts.
keyword,
If you have the concepts, then you can clear.
sir, going
If
See,
back to the concepts.
concepts make having the flow of the information.
yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Sir, let's also take the questions from Mohit, Maria, F, iPhone, Bhaskar. Guys, if you have any question, please jump in. We want this session to be as interactive as possible. Whatever the questions you have, you can raise your hand or you can put the question in the chat box so that Fahad can immediately answer. Okay, Fahad, what about the agile? Uh, although I'm sure agile was never an
As
issue for you because you recently did PMP, but still, how many questions were from agile?
Sir, from Agile, there are around 2 or 3 questions, not more.
Hmm. Okay, okay,
And
that
what
is
about collaboration?
collaboration. I
Collaboration to
guess
be.
the conflict management comes under the collaboration domain, which he mentioned in the last few questions, right? Fahad sir?
Yes, sir, conflict managements were there, and collaboration questions are not much, only 2 or 3, not much.
Hmm. 2 or 3 questions were there. Okay.
Governance also not much, two or
Yes,
three
but
questions.
yes, Bhaskar, please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, we
Yes,
can.
yes.
Yes, Bhaskar, we can hear you, but you muted yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, one of the biggest challenge I have is how to approach from the eco point of view. That eco is something which I'm not able to decode that. Other things, Sami has done a fantastic job. But eco is a big, means is there some formula to decode that eco? is what is my interest.
Yeah, eco is important because through eco, it will clarify your concepts, and that if you are considering that eco wording is the exact wording in the PMI exam or something like that, it is not that much straightforward. So through eco you will clarify your concepts, and then you apply that one in your real exam. That which I get.
Okay. Okay. Bhaskar, anything else, brother? Okay. Okay. Dr. Maria, please go ahead. You can ask him the question. Dr. Maria? I
We
cannot
cannot
hear
hear
you.
you.
Dr. Maria, we are unable to hear you. Mohit is saying, first, congratulations, Fahad, once again on being certified. A question from my side is, how was your preparation? His question is very specific. In the last 10 days before the exam. So let's take it last 10 days. First, before Fahad answer, Mr. Sami, I would like you to answer this question. Because I know the context of why Fahad is asking, why he's asking. So please.
From my perspective, in the last 4 days, you should not attempt any question. You should just skim, read the questions, because once you are already in the last 3 days, more efforts you can put, more tension you will develop, even you get a single question wrong. Because we always think for the worst case, maybe the same, all questions will came like that. So in terms of preparation, the last 3 to 4 days are just to calm down the nerves, don't get panic. Now, if I come to 10 days before, you should have the complete concepts. You must have read booklet at least 2 to 3 times. You should know where is the benefit register, what is the benefit management plan, what is the magic grade, and you must have attempted all the mocks minimum 2 to 3 times. This is my output. So Fast Saab can give a better the real explanation of this question.
Yes, sir. This is the same which you have explained, because I have as you have explained before, I was planning to give that exam 1 week before. So till that time, I have finished each and everything. Last 1 week, I didn't do much things. I was just repeating those completed mocks, and also just go through. And the your coaching call, which you have started recently, uh, 1 hour coaching call in which there are 10 questions. I was attending that one only in last week. I didn't do much things.
Okay,
Okay.
so that is a point that Amir, before we proceed, that the phenomena that you can crack the exam in with 1 week of last preparation, I think it's not working anymore, especially in PGMP. Because I know a lot of certifications about in PMI. I don't know what PMP Amir can get it better, but many other certifications in the world like NIBOSH, IOSH, a lot of theoretical exams that you can crack with 1 week of last week preparation, like we were doing in our university life or the school life. Okay, we were used to read the whole night, and next day we were going giving the exam. But what I is my feedback and what is my opinion in the last 3 months, specifically June, July, and August, unless you don't have the concepts, you're not relaxed in the last week, you cannot pass the exam. That's why I never allow the students to book the exam in the we always book in the last 1 week. So Fasab, you can comment on that.
Yes, sir. This is the main thing which you have explained.
Okay, this is the main thing that we need to look into that and how to work into that way. Dr. Maria question is, how many questions on risk topic and how many questions were there on program management principles?
Program management principles, there was no question on that.
There were no questions.
And Risk topic there. Yes, there are scenario based questions related to risk topic. There are around 5 to 8 questions,
5 to
but
8.
scenario based.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
didn't get any question which I get it is straightforward, like any single uh, uh, any single plan in which any single plan was the answer. I didn't get any option in the whole 170 questions.
There was no
Okay, and
single question.
what about the strategic element like business case, charter, program management plan, and were they confused between roadmap and the program management plan? Because this is a everybody question, but now I say that normally the answer is coming program management plan and the roadmap. So how relevant is these two topics?
Yes, sir. I have got one question in which roadmap and that program management plan was the in one option. Both are in one option, and I didn't get any question in which benefit register or scope management plan or I mean single word options I didn't get. Straightforward, like straightforward. If when we were doing the mocks, like in question, if it is related with the benefit register, we straightforward go to the benefit register. So
Hmm.
and it is only written benefit register, but in the real exam it was not there only benefit register, it was with comma another option also, and with comma another option, 2 or 3 options in one answer.
Okay, okay. That's an important thing to look into that way. Okay. So what about CPI, SPI, and ROI questions?
Yes, sir. I have got ROI also, CPI, and SPI. Yes, one question I think ROI and CPI and SPI have one question.
Okay, okay, okay. So, okay, that's another interesting thing to look into that way. Mr. Sami, when we talked about this thing, so how many ROI questions or questions we solve in the mocks approximately?
We are doing around 5 to 6 questions because we are just saying that this is not a mathematical thing. Actually, they give, I think, they will give you one table of the scenario in which they will write CPI or SP directly. They will not ask you to calculate CPI by yourself. If FASTAB can confirm, and about CBR, yes, they will give you the cost and the benefits, and then the tone typically comes which program will be selected, what will be rejected, what will be eliminated. So FASTAB,
Yes,
can
sir.
you can you
The
give more
same.
insight on that? That we don't need to remember the
Yes, sir.
formulas of we don't need to remember the formulas of CPR or SPR. They will give you all this data. Only you have to understand what is less than one, what is greater than one.
Yes, sir. It is for the CPI and SPI. They give only the 2 numbers. That this is the project CPI and SPI. So then there are options that what it means. And then for the ROI, they give 4 options. There are 4 projects, and we have to eliminate one. So how we will choose which one should be eliminated?
So the mathematical questions that we are doing in the mocks is more than enough, at least for the
Yes, sir.
cost per topic. We don't need to remember
Yes.
the formulas.
Yes, no need to remember any formula.
Very good.
No need to.
And there was
Okay.
no table questions are also not there. Like
Okay. Very good.
like we have in mocks, there are 4 projects, and there are for every project there is SPI, CPI, and ROI, and I mean the table is there, and we have to choose which is eliminated and which we have to select on the base of SPI, CPI, and ROI. But that type of scenario didn't came in that paper.
Okay. So regarding the exam question, in the blue background questions that we just recently started, so you gave a very positive feedback on the that discussion that we are having, but about the tone of the question, that when they are overlapping the life cycle domain with the activities or with other performance domains, how relevant is this concepts now that you have to read the question whether he's asking you whether you are in the phase of your program or you are carrying out some activity.
Yes, sir. There were questions for activity also and for the phase also. But these were, I mean, if I remember, for the phase there were only 4 or 5 questions, and for activity also 3 or 4,
Hmm.
in
Okay.
which they have asked.
Okay, Fahad, coming back to the most important, if you the PGMP booklet was the first thing that given to you, how important PGMP booklet was for your PGMP journey, and why the people should go through that booklet at least once or twice, or there is no need to go through it? What would you say?
Yes, sir, it is very important because I don't have any other document. I don't have even a single document other than that PGMP booklet.
So PGMP booklet is more than enough if anyone is
Yes, sir.
preparing for the exam.
Yes, sir. For the
Right.
preparation of the whole exam, this is more than enough.
So for those
And
people,
also the coaching calls and also the mocks.
yeah, for the mocks, it's also important. How important the simulator was. And by the way, we are continuously updating those simulator, as Mr. Sami will add blue question, as he was saying. I said, why you are changing the background colors? He told me just to make it difference. Those green background colors, those blue background colors, we will be adding them into the simulator very soon. How important those questions and the simulated mocks are.
Yes, a simulator helps in 2 ways, that time management also,
Mhm.
and also it gives you the real feel of the exam, that if you are sitting in your exam and timer is ticking there, so you have to take care of your time also, and then you have to finish all these questions on time. So and in the simulator, mostly questions are scenario based,
Hmm.
not single line question or 2 line question, because in real exam there were also 4 line questions.
Hmm. Hmm.
Most of the
Okay.
questions are 4-liner.
Hmm.
Okay. So, Fazal, about the questions, what is the natural tone of the last line? For example, normally what we saw that what will you do next? What will you do first? What should the program manager do? This is a typical tone that we know. Is it similarly like this? And secondly, continue to this question, if it is like this, and if the question is what will you do next? So I think in that question, it becomes really important to clearly understand the tone of the question or the scenario of the question. How would you rate in your real exam?
Yes, sir, it is still valid. There were also questions in that they asked that what you will do next, what you will do first, and then also there were scenario based questions that in that questions they say that you have you are doing something like this, and you I mean they restrict you, that you cannot do this. I mean, if there is conflict management question, so in conflict management they say uh, you cannot avoid, you cannot mitigate, like this. You cannot do these 3 options. So other than this, what you will choose? So other options are also scenario based. So something like that. But as you said, that concept is still valid. That the last line in which they said that what the program manager will do next, and what the program manager will do first, or what he will uh, what I mean, mostly question tone is the same like our mocks. It is still valid.
Hmm. The questions are, but the continuously upgradation, removal, addition, that is a continuous job. I believe that has to be done every single day.
Yes, sir. But and also in mocks questions, our
Hmm.
wording is little bit straightforward.
Hmm. Our wording is
In,
stated.
in their questions,
Hmm.
in their questions, I I feel 4 or 5 questions. They just uh, twist the wordings in such a way that it is not straightforward.
So
Hmm.
in summary, we have to make our tone much more tougher. In summary, if I
Yes,
understood.
a little bit. They twist in wordings, in
Rephrase.
words.
Like we have to
Yes,
we have to rephrase it so that you have to think more, not directly go to the answer.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. In first go, you will not recognize that where should I go, in for which option I will go,
Ah,
benefit register or a stakeholder engagement plan or communication plan. So like this, in first go, you will not recognize that what I have to choose. Then you have to read all the option, and then again you have to go for the question.
Hmm. Okay.
right.
Okay. So very important thing, and now that is a something maybe we should not ask on recording. Are the keywords valid still that we have?
Yes, sir.
Ah,
Keywords are valid.
that's the most important thing. By the way, just to give the context, I need 2 more people. Mohit, Maria, Bhaskar, sir, who is Saifun?
Felician.
Felicia.
Correct.
I need 2 more people to get 50 PGMPs. 2 more people. He is the 48th PGMP and beautifully with 100% success record. Uh, sir, this is a very beautiful thing, and that is something I need to do that. Okay, Dr. Maria asked a very beautiful question. How confident were you before leaving the exam?
Yes, sir. What?
How confident were you before leaving the exam?
That you will
Before
pass or
leaving the
after.
exam.
Hmm.
Or means sorry, I should add one more question. After how much time? After 2 hours, 3 hours, you were confident that I will pass the exam, or till the last moment you were worried that I will fail the exam?
No, no. When I was just doing the exam, I feel that I will pass.
Ah, that's a good thing. That's
I
a
I I go with that mindset that I will pass. I am passed already.
hmm.
Very good. Okay, so you were already passed before going in, but how was the feeling after
Yes.
2 hours? How you were feeling? How were you feeling after 2 hours?
After 2 hours, I was just feeling that I have to finish this 170 questions, because
Okay,
the time management was very important, and all the questions were,
right.
due to their lengthy questions, they were consuming more time.
Hmm.
But you were
Uh,
confident in giving the real
Yes,
question that whatever
yes, I
I'm
was
giving
confident
is
that
eh,
yes,
it is in line with our studies. It is in line with our
yes,
concepts. It is in line with our keywords. That's the key point.
yes.
hmm. Hmm. Okay, it is in line with all those things. So that's an important thing to look into that way. Okay, so anyone has any question that they would like to ask? I guess that's wrap it up. Thank you, Fahad, for joining. Thank you, Mr. Abdurrahim, for giving us the
Thank you,
pleasure.
sir. Thank you.
The most important thing in this journey was follow up, dedication from both sides, from Mr. Abdurrahim and Mr. Fahad. Thank you, Mr. Sami, for making the PGMP success record for our organization as 100% so
Welcome.
far and taking every single student to the journey in a beautiful way. We will be celebrating very soon with the 50 PGMP. I will be coming to Pakistan in the like 27th November. So Mr. Sami may be there, or Mr. Fahad. I will be coming the first week to Dubai, and probably will be visiting Qatar and
Okay, sir.
with the
Okay,
people.
inshallah.
So we'll be celebrating the 50th PGMP. But I hope, Mr. Sami, while I am in US, I can celebrate that to have 50 PGMP in the month of September. Thank you very much for joining. Now, I want to talk to all those people who want to do PGMP. If 48 people can do it with 100% success record, with Fahad going through challenge can do it, I am 100% sure everyone else can do it. Thank you very much, guys, for joining, and I wish you best of luck.